Hi, friends. It's Pastor Lisa Harmon, and I just wanted to stop by and send you a little message as we approach Holy Week, that time when we as Christians recall the life of Jesus leading up to the events of his crucifixion and his resurrection. And Holy Week starts this Sunday, Palm Sunday, and you will be receiving a message, or maybe you have already, from Reverend Mike, who will be preaching and leading worship this weekend, this Sunday. And hopefully you got a little message to print out a palm frond and to decorate that so that we can wave that during our service when Tully Olson will be playing his trumpet for us, which will be really exciting. And Reverend Mike in that message has asked that you all prepare in advance, and as you approach worship service, that you would have some bread or a piece of pizza or a cookie or a biscuit, that you might be able to break bread and share that with us during communion. Also, if you would have water or grape juice or something that you can pour. Here's some grape juice that you can just either pour into a pitcher or straight into your glass, whatever. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be. It certainly can be. It can be anything that you'd want it to be, so that it would be this sacred time of sharing that we enter into when we are so blessed to share the sacraments together. And so I just wanted to talk to you about that a little bit. If you caught on to or were able to see my yoga class this week, or see it on Zoom or Facebook Live, I talked about in the beginning about creating kind of sacred places in our homes. And I wanted to invite you into my home. In my mother's culture, when someone invites you into their home, it's a very intimate thing. It's as if you are seeing the inside of that person, and the intimate side of who they are as reflected in their home. And so I'm really happy to invite you into my dining room, and you can see that some of the things that I have in my dining room are, well, hopefully you can see they're meaningful, at least they are to me, and they are representative of my family. My grandfather's artwork is on the wall, in addition to some Native American gifts and sculptures and statuettes that I have, candles and things like that. But on that yoga session, I talked about how creating some space for yourself during this time, because we are spending a lot of time indoors, right? And so, where is that place that you go to in your home? Certainly it can be outside, but in your home, if you're spending a lot of time there, where is that place that you can connect to your practices and your rituals, whether it's yoga, meditation, journaling, art, singing, whatever that might be? And can you create that little sanctuary or altar space by surrounding yourself with things that inspire you, that remind you, that call you back to yourself, kind of like the sacraments, right? And so I wanted to also just chat with you a little bit about Maundy Thursday service, which is this coming Thursday. Some call it Holy Thursday, where we commemorate the Last Supper, where we commemorate the washing of the feet, where Jesus washes his disciples' feet as this model of servant leadership. Where also that Jesus commands his disciples to love one another as he has loved them. And so for Maundy Thursday, I'd ask that you'd have your bread again, or maybe you have a full-on meal with your family or your friends that you are with, of course, with that physical distance, or family and friends that you shelter in place with. I'd ask if it's possible for you to have a candle. That would be great, or maybe it's a little oil lamp, or maybe it's an LED candle, and also a basin, maybe with some warm water for the washing of the hands that we'll do. For this night, maybe you want to have special cloth napkins that we use to wipe each other's hands if you are with someone else. If not, we'll do it together online. And I'm just really grateful that we have this ability to do this during this time, so that we can come into community in a physical way. We're always in community, obviously, in that spiritual way. At least I hope you feel that, that we are with you. And and that we can do this, rehearse this again and again, this beautiful gift of the sacraments that are given to us, and that we celebrate in our Christian tradition. So I look forward to this Holy Week with you, and know that we are with you in this time. Amen and aho and namaste.